something fun, aren't we, Ebs? Yes. So today we are going to be jumping the Pony Club jumps again that I jumped earlier on this year. So I think that was in like May time. Ebs isn't answering. So we're going to jump them and see how it goes. We're going to jump Ebony here over the meter ones and see how that goes. She's not very enthusiastic today, as you can see. So we'll see how it goes. And then we might jump Ruby over a few and see how that goes. So quick backstory on Ruby. We just haven't... Rude. So we just haven't been clicking. But we've been doing really good lately. It just took us a couple of goes. So we might be jumping a little bit lower and just trying to gather the whole thing back up again and see how that goes. So that should be good. So hopefully we'll get on with it. So ready to go, Ebs? Yeah, Ebs is so excited. She just wants to go. Yeah.
So guys, I'm just going to quickly tell you what's happening here. So as you can see, over the first fence, she was really nice and everything was going fine. But you can see now that I have to change her leg, which is a little annoying because she landed on the wrong leg. And then she didn't really want to come back to the trot. Asked her too late to come back to the canter. Knocked the fence and she kind of just scared herself, I think, because she kind of got a bit stuck in it and the whole thing kind of was going bad and obviously refused. And I just gave her a big pat and I was like, don't worry about it. Took her back into it, and as you can see, she was as good as gold over it, and that was kind of what happened there. So now you can see after that little mishaps, she bees a little bit weird into the first of the 4 strides, but class after the second, really nice, really strong into all the other jumps. You can just see how much she loves her job. Like, she is just so forward, so flowing in these. Like, you couldn't really ask for much more of her. Like, she is so, I was about to say chilled out, but she's not chilled out. She's just like wanting to go. She just really wants to go over these fences, and she was just such a good girl. So we just do it all over again now. So we do. So that's the first round done. Bit dodge, but not too bad. So this round was so much better. She was really good. I take an inside line to the first jump because I don't like long run-ups. She doesn't really like them either. She done the 3 strides from 2 to 3 really good. 4 strides, we took 1 out. As you can see, it's only a 3 because she just is so forward, so happy to go. That's one problem with Ebs, is she just goes so forward sometimes that she just doesn't slow up and then knocks them. But I prefer forward and happy to go into them than being really dead and having to push her on. But she loves her job in this. As you can see, she just wants to go into them. She's like, why do I have to wait? That sounds silly. Really good into these last couple of fences. She just takes off into them, wants to go, and really happy. And I was so happy with this round compared to the other round with that just little incident. But she didn't show it after that, and she just was a really good girl. Really happy with her. So on comes Ruby to the jumps. Ruby hasn't jumped a course of coloured poles since she's really came back. She's done that wee round that I put up, but nothing major. So she's super excited is what happens in number 2. She just takes off. She sees the front jump in front of her and she's like, oh my god, yes, we're going. And I'm sitting here like, oh, okay, no. So I didn't want to let her rush in. So I just take her around, calm her down, take her back in again, and she chills down. She hops over it. She does the 4 strides in 3 because she's just so massive. She's really big horse. So she does find distances a little bit too easy. She needs to kind of gather herself back up again, and then we have to do a wee circle just to kind of like gather her back up again. Like, she's just so big and she just loves her job so much that sometimes she's a little bit too much, and we just do a circle just because it's training and I don't want to teach her to rush into fences and stuff. But she's super keen, really loves it, really loving to get back out again, and she's just really super. So can't wait to get back out on her. now in a couple of days, but we did this round again, which is a lot better. So that's nice. So this is the second round on Ruby. We're just doing a second round on her just to try and sort out that kind of big, massive canter, just trying to calm the whole thing down. And she does so much better in this round. Like, you can instantly see she's coming back to me. She's waiting a little bit more, which is really good. But again, into them 4 strides, we get 3. Well, we get 3 and a bit. So we're going to just have to work on distances and making sure that she slows up and waits for the distance, because she is just making up too much ground and I don't want to get her caught out at any stage in the future. So it's just easier to fix these things now. But she is super, super keen, doesn't care about fillers, doesn't care about anything. I swear you could put like a mirror under her and she'll jump it. She just is so happy to get out and get going. So that's always nice as well. But just need a little bit slower. A few breaks would be nice, but look, it could be worse. She's still loving life, still loves jumping, so we should get out soon. So this last round is just basically going back over the 4 strides and making her get 4 strides, because she just is so big. She makes 3 way too easy. So we take her back into them and she does a 4 nicely. A bit of a row into it, but not too bad. So then give her a big pat, say, good girl, let's go back into it again and make it 4 again. So she does it again twice, 4 strides nice. So you just kind of have to be aware when I'm jumping her now that she is so big that she just will take a stride out too easily, which is good for speed rounds but not good for proper rounds. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that and keep working on it, but it shouldn't be too bad.
So we're just home from the show and I said I'll pop in and just kind of say what I had learned, what I need to improve on and stuff like that. So I was super happy with Ebony. Again, just needs to really rev her up at the start, and I'm kind of getting the hang of that now. The wee mistake that we made over number 2, look at these things happen and it wasn't out of badness, so I'm pretty happy with her overall. Really happy with her because that was the meter, and she's been jumping 90s pretty good, but it's good to get her up in the heights again. As for Ruby, I just really need to like get into her strides and get into like her way of going and stuff, because she does be a bit difficult. She's a bit more, you know, bigger than I'm used to. Like, Ez is quite a small stride and Ruby's got a massive stride. So look at it, we'll just get there, and we're just going to take our time and really kind of get dug into it and do maybe some canter pulls and do some striding pulls and just really focus on that for the next week. So that should be me sorted for the week. Go have fun, enjoy yourself, and I'll see you next time. Bye.